Good morning everyone. Today I am going to discuss about a very important topic of DBMS, that is normalization. In this video I will discuss about what is normalization, what are the different anomalies that are present in database management system, and also I will discuss about three normal forms, that is first normal form, second normal form and third normal form. So let's start. What is normalization? Actually, it is a systematic approach of reducing the redundancy and different undesirable characteristics like insertion, deletion and updation from the database. That means it is a process of reducing the redundancy from the table. Redundancy means the duplicacy of data. Redundancy creates different types of anomalies like insertion, deletion and updation. And by applying this normalization process, we can design a good database by removing all these anomalies from the relational database. So before going to discuss about normalization process, let us discuss about what are the different anomalies that are present in the database. Actually, anomaly means the inconsistency that is occurred due to performing different operations on the database. So what are the different operations that are performed in the database which causes problem in relational database? That are three types of anomalies are there. One is update anomaly, second one is insert anomaly and third one is delete anomaly. Update file. So let me discuss three types of anomalies. Update anomaly means when we update a single data value in a relational table, which if it causes updating more than one values in the database, that creates update anomaly. Next one is insert anomaly. Insert anomaly means if we want to insert a tuple in the database but we cannot because of lack of information, that causes insert anomaly. And third one is your delete anomaly. Delete anomaly means if we want to delete any record from the database but it causes deletion of vital information from the table, then it causes delete anomaly. And we can better understand this type of anomalies by seeing an example. Let's see. Let's say this is a relational table which has 4 columns, that is student ID, student name, student branch and student clock. Here you can see, if we want to update the branch of Shivani from computer science to electronics from the first row, then we must update that data in the second row also. Otherwise, the student Shivani has more than one branch, that is computer science and electronics, which causes the inconsistency in the database, and this is called as your updation anomaly. Second thing is your insertion anomaly. As you can see here, are 6 students that are enrolled in the database. If we want to insert another student, let's say Ankit, in the database, we cannot insert that tuple in the database. Why? Because we cannot allow the null value from student clock, because student clock is the primary key here, and this is called your insertion anomaly. Deletion anomaly means if we want to delete the photographic club, as you can see here, the last thing that is written photographic club. If we want to delete the photographic club from the table, then we delete all the information regarding Gopal and his details, and which causes inconsistency to the database. This is called as your deletion anomaly. So, to remove all this type of anomalies or problems from the database, normalization is the process to recover it or to make the database in a very good format. So, let's start about normalization. Types of normal form. Normal forms, what is, then the question arises, what is normal form? Normal forms are the guidelines which make the database efficient, organized and free from all type of anomalies. So there are generally 5 type of normal forms are there: 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, BCNF and 5NF. But in this video, I will discuss about only 1NF, 2NF and 3NF. First one is your 1NF. 1NF, this is the full form of 1NF is fast normal form. So what is the guideline for this 1NF? 1NF says a relational schema is in fast normal form if the values present in the data are atomic in nature. That means each cell contains an atomic value. That means the multi-valued attributes are not allowed. We can understand this by taking an example. Let's see the example here. As you can see here, this is a relation whose name is garment. In this relation, 4 attributes are there: item, colors, price and tax. As you can see here, the item column, one each in item attribute, each cell has single value, as price has also single value and tax has also single value. But in case of your color attribute, as you can see here, each cell contains double value. That means multi-valued attributes are present here. That means this table is not in 1NF. So in 1NF, we have to make the multi-valued attribute to single valued attribute. How? As you can see here in the next slide, here you can see 4 attributes are there: item, colors, price and tax. And in the color attribute, each cell contains a single value. Now the table is in 1NF because 1NF says each cell is the value of each cell is atomic in nature, and this table satisfies the rule of 1NF. Then we will discuss about second normal form, that is 2NF. So what 2NF says, or what is the rule for 2NF? A relation schema is in second normal form if first condition is if it is in first normal form. This is the first condition, and the second condition is all the non-key attributes should be fully functionally dependent on the key attribute. All the non-key attributes should be fully functional dependent on the key attribute. That is, no partial dependency exists here. If partial dependency exists in the table, then the table is not in 2NF. We can better understand by taking an example. As you can see in the next slide, the same table I have taken here. This table contains item, color, price, tax, 4 attributes. Okay, each attribute has the single value. That means the table is in 1NF. Okay, then we check for the second condition, that partial dependency exists here or not. As you can see here, we have taken item and color as the primary key here. Both item and color as the primary key here. So the key attributes are item and color, and the non-key attribute is price and tax. So here you can see the non-key attribute price and tax both depends on item, not on color. That means the price and tax are dependent on the part of the key attribute, that is item. So the table is not in 2NF because partial dependency exists here. So to remove the partial dependency from the table, we divide or decompose the table into 2 parts, as we can see in the next slide. So we decompose the table into 2 parts. First part contains 2 attributes, that is item and color. The second table contains 3 attributes: item, price and tax. In the first table, item is the primary key, and that means item is the key attribute and color is the non-key attribute. Here color directly depends on item and all the values are atomic. So this table is in 2NF. When we go for the second table, as you can see here, three attributes are there: item, price and tax. Here item is the primary key, price and tax are the non-key attributes, and they are fully functional dependent on the key attribute, that is item. So as you can see, all the attributes have the single value, that is in 1NF, and no partial dependency exists here, so the table is in 2NF. Next we go for third normal form. So what third normal form says? Third normal form says a table or relation is said to be in 3NF if it is in 2NF. That means the first condition is the table must be in 2NF, and the second condition is no transitive dependency occurs here. Transitive dependency must not present in the table. If transitive dependency present, then the table is not in 3NF. So what is transitive dependency? If x determines y and y determines x, then if x determines y and y determines z, then x determines z. This is known as your transitive dependency. So if this type of situation or this type of thing occurs in the table, then the table is not in 3NF. We can better understand it by taking an example in the next slide. So you can see the table here, three attributes are there: item, price and tax. Item is the primary key here, price and tax are the non-key attributes here. Here all the values are atomic in nature, that is it is in 1NF. Both price and tax, the non-key attributes, are fully dependent on item, that is the table is in 2NF. Now we check for transitive dependency. Here you can see item determines price and price determines tax. So item determines tax. That means transitive dependency is present here. So to make the table is in 3NF, we have to remove the transitive dependency. That you can see in the next slide, how we have to decompose the table into two parts. As you can see here, in the first table, two attributes are there, item and price. In the second table, two attributes are there, price and tax. In the first table, item is the primary key and price is the non-key attribute. Here price is fully dependent on item. Here in the second table, tax is dependent on the price. That means fully functional dependency occurs here. So now the two tables are in 3NF. So let me summarize. In first normal form, each value should be atomic in nature, or each cell in the table contains the atomic value. In the second normal form, what is the rule? First rule is the table must be in 1NF, and second rule is no partial dependency is present here. In the third table or in the third normal form, it satisfies all the conditions of 2NF and no transitive dependency occurs here. This is all about your first NF, 2NF and first NF, second NF and third NF. In the next video, we will discuss about BCNF, 4NF and 5NF. Thank you.